Well, I like the play on word there, Gary. That's very good. The power of LinkedIn. So first of all, thank you very much for coming today, and thank you for Gary to invite us and JLR to provide this amazing venue. First of all, I'd like to pass this round. Please scan it with your cameras. I don't know if you know you can do this. This is from LinkedIn Direct. If you go onto this QR code, that'll link you straight into my Connect sort of profile, and then you'll be able to connect with me. So, first of all, my name's Paul Webb. I work for B2B Energy. I actually own B2B Energy, and I work for them as well. It's hard being your own boss. So, we provide energy management for organisations. We manage organisations' third largest expense. So, it's quite a complex industry to work in regarding that. My main role, what I like to do, is actually share best practices with organisations through LinkedIn, and I find it a very good platform to do that. Now, I don't know if you know, but there's 1.2 million people on LinkedIn today. So it's a significant platform to actually sort of leverage your business through. Now, out of that 1.2 million, 5% people actually use it and actually post. So that's not many people. So you could be sort of have your own visibility very quickly. And out of that 5%, only 1% people actually do videos. I do a lot of videos. Why are you smiling, Jenny? She's seen the videos. So I do lots of videos. I find that videos actually shows you as a person to actually share what you're actually all about, really. And it really gets to the point. And if you remember the days, this is all free advertising. You remember the days of TV advertising, significant amounts of money that costs, significant. And guess what? We've all got a TV in our hands. It's the amount of people, I bet you everyone's got access to a phone now, and I bet you everyone can get onto LinkedIn. So the power of that is very, very good. And you can get your word out there very quickly. Now, the first thing you need to do, and my advice to you really, is to make sure you've got a good profile, a good professional picture. Now, don't have a picture of you with your sunglasses on, don't have a picture of you drinking cocktails on the beach. Make sure it's very professional, because the first thing people are going to do is actually see you as a person. They don't want to see you partying all the time. So when you look at my profile, you see quite a professional corporate picture. The next thing we need to do is actually make sure that your profile, the writing to that backs it up. So you've got a good about on there. On the about, make sure that you're obviously showing exactly what you do, and you're talking about the type of people that you want to meet with as well. The next thing, we need to develop a posting strategy. Now, I actually post every day. I haven't done one this morning, but obviously today's a great opportunity to get a good picture and a good post. So I have a posting strategy. If you imagine, if I'm doing it every day, you've got to think about the things. I have a strategy that I don't have to think about. So it goes Motivational Monday. So yesterday's post was a motivational post about energy management, what organisations should be doing, what energy experts should be doing. I then do Technology Tuesday, or I might do a Testimonial Tuesday, where I actually ask someone to say something about us as an organisation. Winning Wednesday, it's quite a good one. We actually find something we've done that it's a win for the organisation or a win for the industry. Throwback Thursday, now that's an easy one, because I didn't go back all through my pictures to find something that's happened to me during that week or that month even. And then lastly, Fun Fact Friday. which I find a fact around the industry. Now, I'll be honest, I use ChatGPT for a lot of this. Typing in information, you get loads of ideas from that. It's a very good go-to software tool, and again, you can use that for free as well. Everyone asks me about the content. So the first thing that I look at is being prolific. So don't be perfect. Tracy checks on my spellings and on my grammar, but you don't have to be perfect. You can put stuff out there, just get it out there. It's important to get it out there. Now, during lockdown, I wrote a lot of articles. So every Saturday morning, I decided that I was going to write articles, and I pushed myself. Tracy, I tell you this, I'm not a writer, but I've become a writer. I've actually written 8 books, believe it or not, even though. By writing every Saturday, doesn't matter whether it's a good article, but it's you putting your own content out there, putting it into a document. Now that document of about 1,000 words will give you roughly 270 posts. So it's nearly your year's worth of posts that you've actually got out there. And people ask me, well, where'd you get 270 from? Well, that post, you might put a picture on it. So there's a picture post, there might be a couple of pictures, you may have a table in there about some information that you're putting together. There might be some paragraphs that you can cut and paste and put that straight into a post. There might be some bullet points, and then you could look at that post and then think, well, I can create a video off the back of that. So very quickly you can start to develop your own content. Now, content's quite hard, but once you've got this sort of going as a routine, it starts to become very, very easy and a habit. I'm talking about a 5-day strategy. I have a 7-day strategy where I put together things like sort of more behind the scenes type things. And I find the behind the scenes posts, like today I've got this GoPro going, I'll do a video of behind the scenes where people aren't realise what's going on as such. The back of me, for instance. But I find that post will probably go further than me actually telling someone you need to turn your lights off or you need to shut something down. So I find behind the scenes post. I remember once I'd done a post with I took a picture of I went out on my bike on a Sunday, took a picture of my bike leaning up against the bench, posted it went viral, unbelievable. So at the end of the day, it's also got my name out there and the company. So be prolific with what you're doing and build your own content. So there's one thing we have to do. So I've got 30,000 people follow me on LinkedIn, but every time I do a post doesn't mean that 30,000 people are going to look at that. We have to sort of excite the algorithm. There's an algorithm behind it. LinkedIn are very clever, though it's free. They want you to spend money on posts, and that is very expensive to do that. However, if you warm the algorithms up, you can then start to work the algorithms and get people like you build networks to like your stuff, to comment on it and share it. This is why I've invited a lot of my network today to come and share the stuff I'm talking about. So it's quite important to build a network and to build a community. And just very quickly, you can actually sort of liven up the algorithm yourself. So you go on it 15 minutes before, do some likes, maybe comment on other people's posts, do some likes and reposts. So that helps to generate the warming up of the algorithm. You do your post, and then 15 minutes afterwards, you work it. So you've got an hour to actually get involved with that post and make sure that it's going to be a successful post. Some of my posts can be, say, 1,000 people looked at them. Some can be, say, 17,000. It just depends on what the algorithm's doing at any one time. I always find it's quite weird. I actually find that sometimes that I'll have a post come up where someone's liked it 3 months ago. So this stuff, I've been posting since 2019. You could probably find that stuff still today. So it's very valuable. So thank you very much for listening. I'm just going to summarize what you need to do. So first of all, focus on your profile, build a strategy with your 5 days, develop content, engage with the algorithm. It's quite easy to do that. Then lastly, have fun, be prolific, don't be perfect. And that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just lastly, Gary's going to do a draw shortly. You win my book, which is the second book I wrote, but this shows you how to actually develop an energy management system. And then if you speak to Tracy with your email address, I have a free LinkedIn training course that you're more than welcome to do. So thank you very much for your time. Just lastly, any questions?
I have a question. Sorry. So is this a snapshot of some of your posts?
No, they're my books.
Oh, they're your books.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Oh wow, you have six.
So I didn't really explain. I also do podcasting.
Oh, you.
So I podcast, got 165 episodes, and I've written 8 books.
Oh, okay. I was just going to ask how you edit your posts, whether it's in Canva or if you use
I do use Canva, but mainly a lot of the posts are just directing to LinkedIn. But I do use Canva.